to another Santa Barbara Wargaming Battle Report. Today we have Dropzone Commander for you. We have a 1,000-point game between Mark's United Colonies of Man and my Post-Human Republic. We're going to play the mission Encroachment. This here is my army. I have 4 Neptune dropships, 2 Ares walkers, 2 Phobos walkers, a Zeus and an Odin, 2 Juno APCs, as well as 4 bases of Immortals, and then an Athena fighter. And I have a Grand Vizier in my Zeus Walker. So we're going to take a quick look at Mark's army now. Over here we have...
Here, Losi.
Oh God!
Okay. We have a donkey punch.
Oh, we have it's a solid donkey punch.
You're a monster?
So, essentially, I've got a Kodiak. It's got a lieutenant in it. I don't like lieutenants, but that's what I got. We've got 3 Condors. Still waiting for the pieces to complete that Condor. We do not have bear APCs. We've got 2 Raven A's, 2 Raven B's. The Raven A's each have a squad of Legionnaires in them. The Raven B's have these Wolverines with the ACAC. We've got a squad of Sabres, squad of Rapiers, and then I have my Gladius is somewhere. I don't know where they are, but yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, oh, there you go, my Gladii. So, yeah, we'll get back to you at the end of turn 1.
So the end of turn 1, I snagged the initiative with my superior commander, my Grand Vizier versus Mark's weak lieutenant. So pretty basic first turn. I advanced all 4 of my available battle groups onto the table. I deployed my Ares and my Phobos out. I kept my Juno and my Heavy Walker in, just because they're a little slower. I wanted to give him the extra speed boost. Mark, on the other hand, deployed quite a few of his models. He deployed both of his scimitars.
Gladius.
He deployed his Wolverines. His command vehicle moved up, but rolled very poorly on the orbital strike.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
And that's pretty much it. That's the end of turn 1.
Brought my Condors on, but they didn't drop their payload, so...
That's right, so we'll see you at the end of turn 2. So, end of turn 2, this was a very exciting and entertaining turn, although there wasn't a huge amount of damage done to either force. Over here, I advanced pretty much my force. You can see over here I have my Junos as kind of the spear point going after this building. I got my command squad, my anti-air squad, my anti-tank squad. They're all kind of supporting. I zoomed in my Athena this turn. He went in and he did an attack run on Mark's scimitar, did a point of damage to it with some nice rolling. With regards to the command cards, I played a card that would allow me to ignore Mark's countermeasures, and then Mark espionaged it, which is another card of his that allows him to cancel one of my cards, do a counter card, and so my card was canceled, so that was pretty much it from the commanders. Mark did do a orbital strike right on my guy, so he's only down, and he also shot at them with the anti-air, so he's down to 1.
He's got 1.
So we did a little bit of damage to each other, haven't destroyed anything yet. Mark's big move here was he deployed 2 Legionnaire squads right in this main building right here, which I am also coveting. So I have my 2 APCs here. I need to decide whether I'm going to unload my Immortals, enter in a close quarter combat, or possibly try to just destroy the building and bring it down up on top of his Legionnaires. So Mark, what are you thinking right now for your next turn?
Well, for my next turn, I mean, obviously I've got my 1 big battle group of my 2 Condors. Each one has a squad of Sabres. The other one has a squad of Rapiers. So they're going to do a lot of heavy lifting, although I've noticed that when I played against the Shaltari before, that my Gladii were the ones that did the majority of the heavy lifting. They really did a lot of damage because they can really dish it out. It just makes me want to play with more heavy armor. I feel as though speed and maneuverability are really the strong points of some of the other factions we have right now, like especially Shaltari and Scourge. But UCM, you know, they're rolling bricks, right? And so I personally like that, right? Ariadna and Rule it's just definitely on my playstyle. I'm going to try to keep and hold this building. That's why I dumped all my infantry into it. I'm going to continue to try to orbital strike pinpoints, try to take out some of his troops, and then try to do a half-ass flanking maneuver on both sides. So we'll see what happens at the end of turn 3, I think it is at this point.
So the end of turn 3 in our Dropzone Commander game. I redeployed to the right flank over here. I dropped off an Immortal squad in this advanced position over here. I whittled down a few of Mark's Wolverines.
Gaily.
I took down the last wound on his Gladius.
Yeah.
I redeployed my Phobos over here, and my Ares over here fighting his squads over there. Mark did manage to do a wound on one of my Junos. He managed to kill one of my Phobos, and he took down one of my Neptune dropships. So this is getting pretty interesting. Both my attack runs with my Athena haven't been super useful, but they've been more useful than Mark's Seraphim because it hasn't come in yet.
Where's my Seraphim? Wah, wah.
Mark's got a really strong left flank over here. Hopefully my Ares can hold him off with my Phobos in reserve. I got my command group over here dueling with his Gladii. He has this building pretty solidly. I still have a squad in this vehicle that could challenge them, although I haven't decided whether that's what I want to do yet. But I have this building fairly solid, and we'll see if they can come out of the windows and start shooting Mark's landed ravens?
Raven bees.
Ravens?
Yeah.
Ravens. So yeah, we'll see what happens in turn 4.
Yeah.
End of turn 4, we had a pretty good melee in the middle building right here. I did 8 wounds to Mark. Mark did 5 wounds to me. Other exciting things that happened was I wiped out Mark's Wolverine squad.
It was there. It's not anymore.
Mark did a strafing run with his Seraphim. I intercepted him with my Athena. We both did diddly shit because we rolled like crap.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see, what else? He destroyed my Juno right here.
Juno no shit.
He destroyed one of my Ares over here.
Yeah.
So my vehicles are dwindling.
It was this squad that did the majority of the damage.
Right. So yeah, turn 5 coming up. We have 2 turns left to make the push and get in each other's deployment zones. So we'll see who pushes harder. Turn 5, pretty interesting turn here. We continue the close combat in the middle building. I removed one of Mark's Legionnaire bases, but he did 2 more wounds to my Immortals, so he's slowly wearing me down. Over here I killed one of his Ravens. He healed the wound on his Scimitar?
Gladius.
He also killed my Odin over here. That was tragic. He also killed my Athena. My Athena went on a strafing run, tried to kill some of his anti-air.
Wait, where is it? I don't see it. Oh,
yeah.
There it is.
But he took it down, so pretty bad turn for the PHR. I did manage to kill one of his scythes, scimitar, what are those called? Sabers.
Sabers.
One of the sabers went down.
One of the weapon nouns.
Yeah, but other than that, it was a pretty bad turn for me. The good news is I'm pretty far into his board edge, so unless I take a really bad turn here, I might be able to pull this off. So we'll see if what Mark has up his sleeves for turn 6. Oh god. Alright, so the end of turn 6, Mark won a narrow victory in our encroachment scenario. I did manage to advance quite a few of my models up the table, but Mark just took a deadly toll, crippled my Ares squadron, my Phobos squadron, my command squadron. I lost my my Odin over there. He won the final combat over here. He played, what was the card you played, Mark?
Oh, I played Opt for Training.
Opt for what?
Opt for, I don't know what Opt for stands for.
Opt
like
for
Opt
something
for
training.
whatever.
Anyway, it made his stands really good at close combat, and they molested the rest of my Immortals to an early grave. So that was the end of our Dropzone Commander battle report. We had a lot of fun. It's a really interesting, dynamic game. Mark, what are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, like I was thinking in my last battle against Roy, I really like heavy armor. I'm a huge fan of heavy armor. I can't wait to make a list that has scimitars in actual command range. I don't know, beyond fucking a foot. I think that the rapiers and the sabers are amazing at what they do. I can't wait to try out an albatross with a few extra sabers, maybe 6 sabers, 3 rapiers. Seems to be a pretty standard build. All in all, I mean, you know, it's a great game. I'm having a lot of fun. I think that the UCM is pretty much my my type of faction, my type of play style. Although the PHR, the Post-Human Republic, and the Shaltari just as unique and just as powerful.
Scourge suck though. No.
We haven't actually played against Scourge yet.
We don't have a Scourge player.
We don't have a Scourge player yet. But as it is, I think that we're playing 1,000 points now. We'll be scaling up to 1,500 points pretty quickly, and so we'll see where we go from there. So all of us here at Santa Barbara Wargaming,
may you roll poorly.